Welcome to our tutorial about editing a macro. Let's go to the Visual Basic Editor. I'm going to delete this label and bring in a couple more text boxes. Now let's name them. The first we'll call TXTW for width. The second will be TXTH for height. And the third will be TXTD for depth. Let's specify the width in centimeters. The next box will show the height in centimeters also. And the depth value in the third text box should also be specified in centimeters. Okay. Let's go to modify our code. We'll delete this. And let's delete this line as well. Let's begin by declaring a few variables. dBl w width as double. Now let's right-click and copy this line, and right-click and paste it. Right-click and paste again. Let's change the W to a D, or an H actually, and then this W to a D for depth. Let's move on to the next line. dBlW width equals CDBL. Open parenthesis. txtw.text and close parenthesis. The CDBL function converts a string to a double. Let's right-click and copy, then right-click and paste it twice. And we'll change these letters appropriately to H and D. And the same here. Now let's go to our module. Let's select, then right-click and cut, and right-click and paste. Paste it right about here. Now let's replace the argument literals with the variables we just created. Copy, and paste. Paste again, change it to height, and lastly, depth. Let's go back to the module now. We're going to uncomment this line, and we should be ready to run our macro. Tools, Macro, Macros, My Macro, Run. Here is our form. Let's enter some values. 5 centimeters for the width, 1 centimeter for the height, by 3 centimeters for the depth, and go. Now let's close the form. Here's our solid. This concludes our tutorial about editing macros.